Hi, my name is Avio. Every year I get 6,000 demo submissions from artists all around the world for record label signing consideration. Every other day I review 30 to 60 of them right here on Record Label Boss. If you want to support your favorite artist in getting a recording deal, or if you want to find out what makes or breaks a demo, or if you just want to hang out, have fun, and talk about the music industry, you are very welcome to join us right here on Record Label Boss, and I'll see you on the next show. Hello and welcome everybody to Record Label Boss, the A&R show with your boy Avio. Hey everybody, it's welcome. It's Wicked Wednesday right here on Record Label Boss. Thank you so much for being with me today with your boy Avio. And today we're going to have a crazy show for you because it is Wednesday. And Wednesday always means one thing, and that is it's Weird Wednesday. Wednesday is that day when we get the weirdest, the wickedest, and some people say the most interesting submissions in the entire week. So welcome to Record Label Boss. My name is Avio, and you're watching Record Label Boss, the A&R show right here on Count Zero Records TV. Thank you so much for joining us today from wherever you might be in the world. We love you all. And I'm going to adjust my microphone to the left a little bit. And I'm going to have a look at the submissions that we have today. We have 28 submissions. That's typical for a Wednesday. That's a little bit less than we usually have. And let me see. Yeah, we got a good mix of everything going on. So if you want to join us for the reviewing, and if you want to rate the songs that are going to come on the show and like root for your artist or something, join us at countzerorecords.tv and let us know in the chat what you think about the music that's going to come on, because you're going to be the peer panel, you're going to be the review panel. It's kind of like America's Next Superstar, just real. That's right, that's what I like to say about the show. And that's what we do. In case you don't know what we do, I have an intro that says that, and I kind of like keep playing it, but for now we're going to leave it at that. Welcome to Record Label Boss with your boy Avio on the microphone today. And we're going to start reviewing our submissions that we got on this Wednesday. We received 28 submissions, and I'm just going to scroll through them really quickly here. I think they're all solo submissions. Sometimes we get artists who send us an entire album or multiples. You got to show us that intro. Oh, Beer Belly Bird. Oh, Beer. I showed it before you came on. I'm not going to show that intro again. Come on. It's boring. I need to change it, though, too, by the way. It's where I still got the green screen cap, you know. Da 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 da. All right. That's right. So if you want to join us and you want people to see what you're chatting, join us at countzerorecords.tv. It's free. All right. First artist for today is kanemclean from Germany. Wow, that's not a German name. With his song Lockdown. And it's submitted under the commercial. Let's have a listen. And Beer Belly Bird says you can change it when your new album comes out. Switch up the music. Yes. In 2023, When I finally have enough time to finish my album, I'm gonna change the title music. Uh-oh. I'm hearing out of sync music. Oh no, oh no. These drums do not go with that music. Not even close.
There is isolation.
And out of key singing.
There is panic buying.
Yeah.
There is sickness.
Yep.
There is evil.
Okay, so we got out of tempo, out of key. That is, you know, the big two, the big two.
But they say that it will run after so many years of noise.
Okay, so that's a no for kanemclean because he was out of tempo and out of key. That's kind of like an unforgivable mistake that you really decent effort. Song has sync and rhythm problems and vocals are off key. Would need to be addressed. All the best and cheers. What can I say? Hey Scotty, how you doing, my man? I'm laughing so hard at this right now, says Beer. Yeah, well, what can I say? And the next one is unimoonface from the United States of America with his song Foolish. Scotty, I got your emails and everything. And I even connected with you on that Facebook thingy as well. So if that's good for you, I'll send you some messages there and invite you. I don't know if you use Facebook a lot, but a lot of artists that we have do, so we kind of like resorted to using Boomer Book. And we're listening to Honeymoonface USA Foolish. You will now? Good. Thank you. Oh, Polly's also here. Hey everybody that's watching. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, this is gonna be a no. Because I cannot actually find out. Nah. Difficult, decent effort. Vocals are very far back and tuned. Music is rather basic and remains similar all through the track. All the best. Cheers. I'm not sure what this is. It sounded to me like somebody made a song that didn't really plan making a song. It's kind of like it has this like mixed whatever. Ben Rolfe from the UK. Bad song, bad beat. Yeah, pretty much. Interesting reverse synth noises. Everything else is due to, yeah, Beer Belly, that's right. Okay, we're listening to Ben Rolfe with What? And he says it's Deep House. Okay, let's believe him and pretend like it's Deep House. Okay. Sounds like 90s techno. So far it's a lot more like super old style progressive house than deep. Okay, so How much you got? Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute and nothing has happened so far. Now it becomes even more 90s. Hey, Gaetano, how you doing? 190, 133 is the drop, lol, yeah. What can I say, dude? I'm still waiting. He's gonna go hard. He's gonna go hard. Watch it. 3, 2, 1, hit me. That wasn't the drop. It has a very old school vibe to it, but the drop was like meh. That's right, Beer Belly. Meh. Okay, very old school, but still not good. And I love old school house. You know, I make some. God must love. God must love old school house producers. He made so many of them. Okay, next one is Brielle, USA Love Language. And this is contemporary R&B. Okay, let's listen. Why is Gaetano communicating through the phone? Is she though?
On your page, make it official. You say I do too much. Well, why not tell that to the next nigga? I'm not too high maintenance. You're just too slow to
this
keep
music
up with
is
my love.
not
Come on,
rhythmically
I can't
correct,
save this.
and it's off.
Oh, will we both be stubborn, let it fall apart? Yeah, you got my heart, you're the only one I want. So why is it so hard to understand each other? Show
Nope.
me you care.
That's a no.
I want you to be my man. Let go,
That's gonna be a no for Brielle. I can hear some vocals there, but decent effort. Okay, vocals that are dragged down by the less than stellar music with rhythmic problems and a out of key melody. All the best and cheers. I really don't know. But it's Weird Wednesday. Weird Wednesday is always true to its like myth, you know? Wednesday is always weird. And as I'm speaking the words, we're listening to Aaron Reese from the United States of America. So It Goes Cinematic Epic. Okay, I'm turning this up a lot and it's not getting louder.
Just one more time. It's the last one, we swear. Then we'll
Yeah. It's very quiet.
and so it goes.
And it fits with Weird Wednesday, that's all I can say. Gaetano's been uploaded to the Matrix. What?
When we're all gone,
Similar artist Tom Yorkham. Yes, Beer Belly, that's right. Oh, now he's getting louder. He just added a whopping 20 dB. Why would you do that though, you know? And make these strong, you know, strong volume differences. Yeah, maybe that's the cinematic part. And Polly says, thinking of Daydreaming by Radiohead.
and so
I'm not really understanding it. No. There's off-key vocals. Okay, that is too much for my ears. Decent effort. Interesting artistically. Some vocals are off-key or the VFX make them. Basic music with more structure needed. All the best and cheers. The song is flowing very well, but it kind of like declines into complete flowiness to where there's nothing left. There's no identifiable soundscape, and what you can identify is out of key. Nope. Whoa. And this is Black Sonic Pearls from Russia. Hard rock. Vocals and music don't match. He's playing and he's now it's matching. Some parts are fitting. This chorus part fits better. But still a no. Chorus part fits better than the rest. But, you know, if you have to look for parts that fit, it's probably not good enough. Decent effort. Some parts like the verses don't have corresponding vocal and background melody. Some parts match. All the best and cheers. You should never have a part in your song where things don't match, you know that. Because that is just not cool. And we're listening to Natasha and DeFi from the United Kingdom. Didn't spend any time on having an intro. Better that than a long intro though. Submit another EDM. Future bass big room. Okay, raise at 30 seconds. It's gonna be a drop at 40. 41 maybe? 42? 43? Okay, so far going through the moves. No mistakes so far. Going into chorus. And down you go. Yep. That's a decent song structure. What can I say? Not... Something's wrong with the vocals. This makes me want to play Mortal Kombat. Yeah, that's good, Polly. And Scotty's showing off his subscriber special emotes. Good. Okay, going up. And second drop. And they say it's okay. Okay. That was good. That was good. The intro was a little bit extremely sudden, like you know, like didn't even spend a 2-second building or something, but very went through the motions, did everything you should do when you produce something. Wasn't totally on board with liking the song overly much, but nothing wrong with it either. Song is a collab, which is the one submitting. We're gonna find out in the second round, maybe. Natasha and Defy. And hold on, let's go. So Natasha Divine has 500,000 Facebook followers. Ambassador for multiculturalism. Okay. I don't know. I don't know who the act is. I think they're trying to sell the single. That's what I think it is. Well, we'll see. Sometimes you can't tell, you know, because both of the artists that are there on the end, you know, have stuff there. So probably trying to get the collab single signed. A lot of artists do that now. They do singles. Yeah, I put this single on that label and this single on that label and this single on that label. It kind of never works because they just sign it to various degrees of shitty labels and don't really work well with any of them, and the label's kind of not promoted at all. But signing out singles to a lot of different labels is definitely a in thing to do, you know. At the moment, don't know why. Okay, Crypt TM from Ireland with "Never Let Me Go" commercial. You're not a bot, Ketano. You're a person. Oh, it's Irish EDM? Come to the clubby for the EDM? Dancing chick on St. Patrick's Day in the clubby? What abomination of accent is this, says Beer Belly? You gotta listen. Oi, oi, oi. That was not a drop. And the bass is off. Completely out of rhythm. Oh, I can't get over that bass was completely out of sync with everything. And it's okay. So you have the beat, the bass, and the vocals, and they're all three on a different time track. None of them is synced with either of them. And then now come the heads, and they're also off. Wow. Okay. Lord have mercy on us. I think Ireland is not the homeland of EDM music. Decent effort. Cool vocals. All tracks seem to be not in sync towards each other. All the best and cheers. It's an Irish dance track, but I can't listen to it. I get convulsions. When something, and nowadays with the software essentially telling you where you should place your stuff, and you have metronomes, and you have beat grids, and you have grids, and you have warping. How can this be that you have like a song consisting of like 4 to 5 main melodic elements, and they're all boom, just like connected, free from space and time? Okay, next one is Captain Class in the Secret Circus. Once you taste freedom. Talk about that for a title.
Hello?
Dude, turn on your TV right now.
What channel?
Any of them.
Hey Pro, how you doing? Welcome back.
All I say and do, all I am to you, is not enough. 'Cause once you taste freedom, you want more. Once you taste freedom, you need more. I'm sorry for all I didn't do. The one thing I couldn't give to you. But once you taste freedom, you want more. Once you taste freedom, you need more.
Sorry. Okay. So today I had a very interesting day. I had it. Yeah, it's May. Okay, let's friendly say no. And today I had a very awesome day. I had very good talks with a lot of artists. And then some very disappointing thing happened to one of my artists, Max Vision, who had the unfortunate experience that one of his buddies kind of like turned on him and did a kind of really shitty thing to him, and that reminded me how the music business is, you know. All people care about is money, and friendship ends with money. Decent effort. Vocals are average, and music is a bit basic. Could both be improved. All the best and cheers. Scotty, that's horrible. Yeah, it happens a lot. When artists become successful, a lot of their friends get jealous, and then they start to try to jack them for money, because that's essentially what happened. So Max had produced a song with that has Sci-Hi the Prince on it, and I did a small part mastering and adding some melodic elements on it. Mac's been working on it for a long time with various very talented people, and we were about to put that song out like in a few days. And his producer friend all of a sudden says, either you're paying me $2,500 or the track isn't coming out. And Mac says to him, well, you wanted to be on the track and you wanted to produce the track because Sci-Hi's on it, and it's going to be a way for you to gain exposure. And he's like, yeah, but, now, and my manager and stuff, and we want money now or you can't release your song. So a day before we're releasing a major song, somebody tries to check Max for money, and he's very distressed about it. And he said, I thought he was my friend, and he was like producing for me, and I was trying to give him a chance by being on a track that has a significant artist on it. And now the guy wants money, and he called me and we talked, and I said, you know what we're going to do? And he said, yeah, what? I said, we're going to make it new. We're going to take out all the parts that your friend, the producer, made. We're going to replace them with something else. We're going to rework the song. And in 1 or 2 months, we're going to release it. We're going to make a cool music video with it. We're going to promote it, and it's going to be great. You're going to love it. And he said, yeah, did you not even consider paying the guys? And I said, no. I never consider paying guys who are holding me hostage with rights. Because these people always want more. And I said, Max, because the next thing that's going to happen is you give them $2,500, they want more, and then they want percentage, and then they want rights, and they're just not going to stop. They're going to jack you for everything you can give them because they know you have a label in Europe that's going to promo you, and you have Sci-Hi the Prince on your track, and they want to rob you. And he was very disappointed because he thought that these people were his friends. And I said, look, Max, in the music industry, you don't have friends. 95% of the people, you cannot trust them. Get a contract, and that's that. I have maybe 5 people in this industry that I trust to do things without a contract. End rant. So we're redoing the song we were about to release. We don't negotiate with beat terrorists, says Polly. That's right. Because if you start, you send the signal, you're going to do it every time. You're going to be the pushover. You're going to roll over. And you're going to pay up to the people who are breaking their word, exploiting your trust, and ending your friendship with you because they want to extort some money from you. And I said to him, I'll support you. Don't worry about it. Have a nice Christmas. Relax. Breathe. Take in some creative spirit. And we're going to make the song even better. And by the summer, it's going to be out. And you're going to be happy about it. Yeah. And they were I think that they were intentionally vague. Because if they had immediately accepted payment, and Max said he would totally pay them. And Max said to me, and I know Max, he's a good guy, that he was willing to pay them, and he actually negotiated a price which was $750. And so when he was going to pay them, they said, yeah, we don't want $750 now, we want $2,500 now. And because why? Because my manager says if you don't pay $2,500, you're not releasing the song. And I said, you should have had a contract. Yeah, but it was my friend. Yeah, no friends. And this is Semi Ruiz, Ghosts of LA. Americana Acoustic. And I told him I would love to take them to court, but I think they have nothing. If you're trying to jack an artist that is just having his first big single, and you're ruining your friendship with him and your connections with him and his label, if you're willing to risk all of that for, $2,000 more, you're desperate. And when you're desperate, it means you don't have anything. So there's nothing to take from him. Okay, I don't like this. So, decent effort. But how slyly they waited, and it gets even better. The only reason why they even found out about this, or we did, was because I said, Max, I'm entering the song for release. Is there anybody you want to give credit to that is not going to receive royalties? You know, we can put people on the track that worked on it and that helped you. And he said, yeah, I kind of like want to put my producer friend on the track because he didn't charge me anything. And he just worked on the track because it was with Sci-Hi. And he did lots, so I want to make sure that he gets the credit on the track. So Max stops my release to give his producer friend credit properly with links and everything, which he doesn't have to do, and almost nobody does. But he wants to make sure. So he calls the guy and says, hey, please give me your IPI number. Please give me your artist ID so that we can properly link to you and we can give you credit for the track. Because that's really important to me because you're a friend and you help me. And I want to give you the credit. And they're like, what are you talking about? You need to pay us or you're not releasing the song. You know, that is some shit. Interesting artistically. Okay, sure. Okay. Did we just have a connection problem? Hold on, let me check. Nope. Gonna check on here as well. Just a second for you guys. Yep, everything is on. Everything is looking good. Sometimes I have to do this. I have to go through and check it and see. Interesting. Something might be wrong. I think I'm having some kind of technical difficulties, but that's a good idea, Polly, by the way. Because Polly says, I hope Max puts lyrically new follower, Parallax Music. Hello and welcome. Welcome. Welcome on the channel, Parallax. How you doing? And I hope Max puts that in a lyrical answer. Because that's, Polly, that is actually a really, really good idea. To put it on the track, you know, because that would be the correct answer to answer it artistically. Vocals are okay and music as well, but both could be improved. All the best and cheers. There you go. Okay, and we're listening. Holy Christ. What is up today with the metal? We're listening to Midnight Date from Poland with their song God of War. Internet is not working. Aha. Wow, was it? Okay, yeah, we had some technical difficulties, guys. Sorry if you got disconnected. Cookies, says Polly. And Parallax says, hey ho, thanks, I'm great, hope you do. Yep. I was just telling the story, what happened today, you know. And I'm going to tell Max that, by the way. Who proposed it? I think it was Polly. To answer that kind of behavior in a lyrical way. Okay, I'm gonna decent effort. Okay, track with average vocals and okay music. All the best and cheers. Would like to see some melodic, interesting parts introduced. Don't know. I'm probably not the best guy to review metal. And the next one is from Augusto Meyer from the Netherlands with his song Vogelflucht. Oh my god. Alright, I think we just got booted from a bunch of connections right here. And I'm trying to get them back on. Okay, something's not right. These are the troubles of live broadcasting, aren't they? I think it's like Murphy's Law. Every time I want to tell a story, this happens, you know. Okay, but we're good here. Twitch is good. Twitch is good. Twitch is streaming. Everything is good. Let's just forget about that. All right. Okay, viewer numbers are coming back up. Good. Oh, this is a quiet track. Okay, Augusto writes us, hey, thanks for checking out my latest Deep House demo Vogelflucht. Augusto. Submitted under Deep House. Hey, Mike, how you doing, my man? You didn't promise too much. I talked with Mike today, too. Always a pleasant talk with Mike. Mike de Roche. You should totally go check out Mike's new instrumental album. Under a Pisces moon. Pretty cool. Mike the keyboard wizard. What's up? That's right. And of course you should totally check out his new song with his band Karma's Tea with Mistina. What do you do? And I'm going to decline this song because it's boring, not because it's bad. Decent effort. Okay, and chill track that is missing some varied melodic elements. All the best and cheers. Elements as well. Hold on, let me just correct that. Okay, next one. Next one is from Price Dior from the United States of America with her song, I think it is her song, Royalty, Independent. No, Royalty, it's called Royalty. Yeah, there were cool parts of the last song. A lot of songs have cool parts, but in their totality, they're not acceptable, sadly. Some clipping from Overdriving I can hear here. And I just talked about clipping and Overdriving today. Oh, horrible! My ears. Ah, damn it. No, please. Okay, I can't do this. That sub is so overdriven. It kind of like ruins the whole song for me. Decent effort. sub is overdriven a lot and kinda ruins the whole song. All the best and cheers. And I think that is such a shame because many times songs have like really good parts in it and then you're like bleh, bleh. It's like this audio spam. Cool vocals. No. And Tanya. Hey Tanya, how you doing, my girl? Polly is how did he say? Yo, what's up? My name is Brendan Scioto, and you're watching Count Zero Records TV. Polly says underruns the clipping maybe from the CPU running too hard. Yeah. It's he himself. And a fly flies into his mouth. That is such a funny clip. But he kept talking right after it, so I couldn't cut it. But I hear Brandon is giving me some new cameo material. Alright. Woo. And we're listening to the Mystics from Canada with Black Widow. Hard rock. He has a new one, yep. And I want Lee to step in to do some videos. All up to you, Tanya. That's your show over there. Yeah, the vocals need work. By the way, if you need any kind of music instruction, be it keyboard or vocals, you can totally go to Mike's music school. Because Mike owns Momentum School of Music. Very good music school. You should totally go there. Okay. Decent effort. Okay, track with improvable vocals and improvable melodic elements. All the best and cheers. Improvable vocals that remain thin and narrow. It's always the same, really. I could literally just copy paste the same 5 different things and put them to everybody because everybody makes the same mistakes. It's so crazy. I should totally write a book about it. I'm gonna write a book about it. By the way, guys, did you know that I'm writing a book about it? That's gonna be Record Label Boss, Decent Effort. 10 things you need to know when you're making a demo. Or something like that. But I'm not shitting you. We had that idea and one of the viewers actually requested it. So I'm going to make a series of small ebooks, that are going to be cheap and have some very focused info in it about a very specific topic. They're not really books. They're more like instructional leaflets about a very specific topic in music that usually people don't write about. Yeah, mates. Decent effort, brilliant title. That's right. And I think it's going to add some value to people because they can get specific answers for specific questions. Because there's enough books like, 1001 dance music beats on 700 pages, And I have them here in my drawer. I couldn't make that better. I can just write about the stuff that I know. And this is Bex from Australia with her song The Thing About Us. Electro-pop commercial. Yeah, I like it too. Oh, absolutely a second rounder. Wow. Okay, so she writes, "Hi, I'm Bex from Australia. This is my second release. I have a debut album ready to go with music videos and a plan in place and funding. Hope you like my music. I like everybody who comes to me and says, I have a debut album, I have music videos, I have a plan, and I have funding. Do you want to have it?" That is like a great way to approach a label. This Polly, that is so funny. Polly says, "This is pretty good. This song would make me buy a Pepsi." Yeah, totally. It's good for advertisement. Today's Wednesday, right? It's so freaking crazy. You never know what happens on Wednesday. The worst stuff happens on Wednesday and the best stuff. Oh, by the way, Tanya, bye-bye. Tanya is working really hard on a clothing line. This woman is like devising an entire clothing line for her Moody Cactus label. That is going to be so freaking awesome. I saw some of her stuff yesterday in a preview. So I was like, wow. Okay, second round for Bex. What can I say? I mean, yes. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Okay, next one. Audio Jacked. United Kingdom right here with me. Okay, it's a slow build, 2730. What was that? It wasn't a drop, it wasn't a raise, it was like a kind of like a little bit of a. Okay, now he's raising. Rise, 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 rise to the top. It was kind of like anticlimactic. Meh, yeah. My feelings exactly. No. Not bad, but not good enough. Vocals aren't good enough. Structure isn't good enough. But not bad, not bad. Decent effort. Decent effort, Scotty, that's right. Yeah, it's a bit off too as well. Yep. Vocals are okay, but seem to be a bit off in parts. Structure is improvable. Some instruments as well. Generally a good effort. All the best and cheers. Sounds like an early production of somebody in the genre. It's kind of like a little bit wobbly. You could probably pull this song straight in like a session or two. But it's not. So we go on with Vassal and Ruby from Belarus. Oh, I think that's the first submission from Belarus. With their song Hypnotize, electropop commercial. Today's Pop Day, isn't it? Hey, Arbitrator, what's up, my man? Yeah, Wednesday's staying weird, man.
Stack, put my money in your bag, then you decided to change your ways. Hey, full stop, I'm not giving you a drop. I'm a liquid flowing in my vein. Oh yeah, wide awake, hit your face with my cake. Bitter, bitter, hypnotize, you wanna hypnotize. Don't want that even for free.
Yeah, I think it's good. Good. And you know what? I'm gonna make a break here. I'm gonna take a break. Listen to what these people say. I'm going to invite them just because of that. Vassal and Ruby say to me, "Hi, thank you for your feedback, which is absolutely to the point. This is an up-tempo song, and we chose a different approach to production. Let's try it with this song." This is what you should do. This is what you should do. A label tells you, you know, I don't like this, why don't you try this, why don't you try this? And then you do it. Ta-da! The win. That is like the third person that since I've been reviewing, that actually did what I said. And I cannot believe it. I'm going to cry now. I'm going to now cry. I'm so happy. For the first time in my life, somebody listens to what I have to say. Yarmates cheered 3. Thank you, Yarmates. That is very nice of you. Ooh, I'm so happy. Man, this is Wednesday for you. Next one is Eric Bow from Canada. Waiting for you. Doesn't matter where I am. What I do. That is the best, you know. Somebody listens to what you have to say, and it might not be true for everybody, but it's what I feel, you know. And you're trying to convince a person that's reviewing your stuff, you know. And they're giving you feedback. Why are you ignoring them? So, Wednesday's been good to me so far. See, someone out there cares about Avio, says Arbitrator. That's right. Acting skill, decent effort. That was very convincing acting, wasn't it? I was totally convinced by it. But it was honest emotions, though. Come on. Oh my god, I'm hitting the desk so hard it's shaking. I mean, I'm really, really happy that somebody takes my advice and then makes a pretty good song. I'm so crazy in love with you. That is a decent effort, yeah. Somebody out there, somewhere in the world, there's somebody who cares about Avio. Okay, yeah, no. Not so bad, but no. Decent effort. Okay song with okay vocals that could be improved in tonality and delivery. Basic music. All the best and cheers. I'm not even going into Kiss Your Lips again. Okay, next one. This is Gabriel Francis from the US, Shatters. I get you, just a joke. I know.
Tell me
time and time again. Or will you ever see? If it's not now, then when?
Am I hearing what I'm actually hearing?
Break out of this cycle. I'm telling you, that mind isn't shattered.
Weirdly, completely out of funk, auto-tuned the crap out of the vocals, out of rhythm, out of key. I'm going to detonate.
I see you're hurting, walking with such pain. Tell me, what can I do to release you now?
No.
Inside you.
No. I don't want to get into even like talking about this song. Everything, like no rhythm, no key, no melody, horrible auto-tuning. Why? What's below decent effort? Nothing. I actually never give anything else less than decent effort, because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. USA, right? The capital of auto-tune. That's right. Absolutely. I mean, we get so many submissions with auto-tune, it's not even funny. And everybody thinks they can, cheat us. I can't sing, let's use auto-tune. Yeah, you and like 5 million 16-year-old boys had this same idea. And this is Javier Innes from the United States of America with his song Away.
Seems so long ago today. What to always say.
Yeah, autotune is great. I use it on almost every track for corrective purposes. Pitch correction of less than a half tone. And it's very great. And it can be an artistic tool. But the way that they use it, it's like butchering. Oh, come on, Javier. You can do something different. It's been a minute. He needs a vocal coach. Mike has one purpose in our channel. He tells everybody that they need a vocal coach, which is true because none of these people can sing as good as Miss Dina. I know that, You could just make yourself a button, Mike, and be like, not Miss Dina, Like in that, damn, that one show with the dinosaurs where the baby dinosaurs always had that pan. And he was hitting the dad on the head with the pan and said, not the mama, not the mama. Not the Miss Dina, not the Miss Dina. You can't sing. Going. And if you know which show I'm talking about, please put it in the chat. And if you really have no idea what I'm talking about, then you're probably too young to understand. Next one is Lucia Blue, breakup song.
Know how it goes. You're climbing up, it goes downhill. You think you're at the top, and then you drop. So you're all sad for some time, and then you meet another guy. You're climbing up. Wait. You're getting deja vu.
Oh, she's 14. Okay.
I don't wanna write another breakup song, and then have to make about
Then it is excusable. If I say you sound like a 14-year-old girl, and you actually are a 14-year-old girl, it's okay. I'm going to say something nice to these girls. Because everybody starts somewhere. Decent effort. Many elements of music are already there. Good effort, girls. Keep going. All the best and cheers. It always depends who you are. If you're a dude making music for 30 years, I'm not gonna cut you slack. But if you're a 14-year-old girl producing stuff in your bedroom, you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. And this is Johnny Parks from the United States, Lovers and Friends. What is... Oh, okay, no. No, not gonna happen. Next one, Alf Hus from the UK. With their song Andlang Iringes Veges. And if you know how to pronounce that, please let me know, because I don't. Cinematic Epic. Oh my god, it's gonna be beeping for a minute. I know it, it's gonna be beeping for a minute. And then it's gonna be a single piano chord. Clong. Clong. That's how they always go. For 40 seconds, still waiting for something to happen. The first melodic element is this choir. Which is not so bad. The choir is okay. Okay, I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna start skipping. I can't take it. Okay, nothing else. Okay, just the choir and the bingy bingy is not enough. Next one, Ari Williams, USA, All for Grace, Contemporary R&B. By the way, if any of you had an amazing thing to happen today, you're welcome to share it with me in the chat, because it is Weird Wednesday. Weird things happen on Weird Wednesday.
I've had so many struggles, yeah. Got in all this trouble, yeah. It is too hard to juggle, yeah. Waste gonna make me buckle, yeah. Made these mistakes out of ignorance, cause I know trying to do my own thing, then wonder why.
Not bad, but something's wrong.
But then you came and covered me.
The music doesn't fit with the vocals.
Then you told me faith could be the size of a mustard seed.
Yeah, the music doesn't fit with the vocals.
Where would I be if I didn't have you?
Where is that button for the vocals? Yeah. But definitely on this one, this last one, I would say was more the music that turned me off, you know. Vocals, I would, you know, give some stable points, but the music was like all over the place. Okay, next one is Kazionen, and he has been a frequent visitor. He has sent us 7 submissions so far. He's from Ukraine. I know his name already because he's submitting so much stuff to me. This poor guy. And Parallax says he learned something about mastering today. Yeah, we had a good chit chat about mastering. That was fun. I like to talk about music like all the time, you know. I'm a little bit excessive that way. Arbitrator is trying to imitate someone. Yeah, maybe. Kazionen. Okay, he has submitted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 songs so far. And I think I've always rated him just not enough. But listen to this one. Let's listen to this one. And I do respect when artists kind of like don't give up. Are we gonna hear a drop? Yep, wasn't so bad. He's got like no followers. But that isn't important. I've declined people with 500,000 followers, you know, because I thought they were shitty. And I invited people with 5 followers. Alright, I'm gonna second round him because after 7 songs he deserves a second rounding, and then we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do with him. Maybe talent pool, I don't know, maybe somebody's gonna work with him. He needs to step up the game a little bit. But, you know, he's certainly dedicated. Insanis from Russia. Innsmouth hate melodic metal. Whoa! You don't need an intro. You just start with and Polly says, "Hey, it's okay. Good driving track, maybe." Yeah, I'm not sure. Scotty says, "Almost there. The instruments used are not quite there yet." Yeah. That's a lot of times problem with guys from countries where they don't have, you know, money to blow on instrument VSTs and libraries. Okay, anybody metal here? Like, I'm like not so much into that. I don't think it was bad, but And this one is Whiskey Breath from Brazil. Problems tracks me. Scotty, you're a metalhead some days, but I'm very selective. Oh, that's good. That's good. Scotty, we need to agree a time for a video call, by the way. For our thing, you know. Tomorrow I have time, by the way. Because it's Thursday, I'm not streaming. So if you got time tomorrow, then we'll arrange a call. Yeah, that's good. Liking all kinds of music is really important when you're on a label. I was about to say that, Scotty. The production was good. It's just the instrument sounded stock, like the plugins weren't manipulated much, yeah? A lot of these guys don't have a lot of money. And they work with software and with instruments that are free. And sometimes they're shitty, you know? You can get free instruments that sound really good. But you cannot get free instruments that sound really good, like professional really good. Tomorrow should be okay for me, Scotty. Okay. Good. We'll do something tomorrow. Problems tracks me. But at the end of the day, what you really need is like Silent One or Spire. You literally, if you do EDM, you need one synthesizer that's a good EDM synthesizer, and you can do everything. I use Silent a lot. A lot of people don't anymore, but I do. Because it's so easy. But then again, who am I talking to? I think most of you guys don't really do that kind of music, but... High five, man. Silent is just so super convenient. Everything that comes out of that goddamn synthesizer sounds great. And with Massive, you have to like get into the presets and drive that freaking synth for like 2 hours before you can get something out that just doesn't sound completely cheesy. And Spire's okay too, you know. There's a bunch of good synths. Okay, Problems tracks me down. Not sure. Okay, this is Harish Bring in the Rukus. This is from India, so you're gonna hear a lot of bad instruments as well, I'm thinking. Trance EDM from India, Bring in the Rukus. That's my main go-to for making trance leads, yeah. It's got a lot of leads on there. Super easy to work with and get the sound you want, yeah. And many times that is so important for me to keep the workflow going, you know. I don't necessarily need a synthesizer that has 47 different types of parameters you can change. When I just want something that sounds like a lead, a bass, you know. And then when I'm done with the creative stuff, I'll get into the settings and I'll tweak it, you know. But I hate this workflow where people like create the instrument and then they create another instrument and then they create another instrument, and by the time they're done creating instruments, they don't have a song and they don't have a melody. They just have a bunch of presets. And Polly says, I appreciate learning about synth. I currently am looking for new sounds. For instance, the Nexus plugin isn't bad for natural sounding keys. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, I have the Native Instruments like Platinum collection with everything. And just about every synthesizer you could possibly have. I'm so horrible. So if you want to talk about synths, we can do that, you know. And it will greatly depend on what kind of genre you want to do. Okay. This Indian guy, you know, nah. Alright guys, that was it. First round is over. On RLB, on this wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. How many we got? We got 4 in the second. That's not bad. For having 20... Okay. If you... Hold on, where's Parallax? If you want me to review it, Parallax, on the show, you have to tell me. Then we'll review what you just sent me, otherwise I'll keep it for myself. I miss my Nordly too. That's a great synthesizer. Was a fun synth to mess with. Made a few cool bass sounds like that. By the way, I have here... Who does this? Yeah. Cheater, pumpkin beater. I have here the Bearing a Deep Mind 12. Incredibly deep synthesizer. Can do a lot at a very good price point. Really not a bad choice if you like tinkering. If you don't like tinkering, probably not the thing for you. Bearing a Deep Mind 12. Good thing. Here at my right for a reason. You have to look at the bottom camera. So, there. And, what would I suggest? There's a lot of great synths. That's the problem. I could buy like 200 of them. All right, we're gonna look at we're gonna listen to Parallax's stuff that he just sent me today, and he's a starting musician as far as I'm gathering. So we're gonna not be too judgmental about it. and give him some hints about what he should do. All right, let's pause this and start this. Chugga boom. Oh, there you go. And this one is from Parallax Music, who is in the chat with us. And he's trying to make chill music. Okay, that drone and that drone that doesn't fit. Okay, now it's off. And the piano and the beat are not in sync. Okay, so the first thing that we have here is that the drone doesn't fit in key with the rest of the song, and the beat and the piano are not in sync. So we have a tonality issue with the key and a rhythmicality issue with the sync. These need to be addressed before you put anything out. We're gonna continue. Okay, at this point I would completely remove the drone. That one tone that you have going in the background, kind of messing up the song a bit here. Yeah. You're writing, yeah. Yeah, it's that. Okay, so this is a good example from a young musician of one thing I always say. The best way to improve your music is to remove something, because removing that drone would create sonic space for something else. The drone doesn't really add anything to the song. It kind of like just goes and doesn't really do much. And if you remove the drone, you remove that frequency that it's occupying, and you give space to introduce a melodic element that would be really great over a chill track like that. A little, piano or synthesizer-based melody, and then sync the beat and everything else. Make really, really sure that it's all in sync. And this is the way to go forward with this track, I feel. And then you can get to where you want to go, and that is to have a chill track with a interesting beat, but also with a little bit of melodic content, because otherwise 4 minutes is going to be too long. If it's just a drone and a beat, and most people will be like, yeah, I don't want to really listen to that. So I think it's okay. I'll be sure to tell my wife that I need some sonic space. Yar mates. Yar mates. But yeah, that's really important. People don't know about sonic space. When I try to make a song, I try that one instrument occupies a certain frequency range and not a second, so that every instrument that is on the track occupies a different frequency. You have at the very bottom, you have the subs, you have the kicks, then you go up and you have snares, you have hats, you have bass, you have drones and strings and other stuff. And I try to make it to where I put instruments on the track that don't conflict with each other, so that you not have like two very strong 3 kilohertz instruments on top of each other. because that always sounds shitty. So what you want to do is, if you want this aggressive low end, free the low end. Do the sub, do the kick, and that's it. Nothing else under 1K. Leave it. Next thing, introduce a mid-range bass and a high-pitched melodic element. And then you have something working in the lower end, something in the mid end, and something in the high end. And then people will say, wow, this sounds really good, but they can't describe why. And it's because of sonic separation. It's because there's no two elements fighting over the same frequency and over the same spectrum. And that is what makes it sound good. It's one of the tricks I use, and now I kind of like told everybody about it. Crap. And on this track, you can definitely see that the piano and the vox chops are almost the same. That's why I lowered the vox chops to give the piano more room. And the high vox are then, over the piano. Woo-hoo-hoo. So this is something that I believe in, something that I do, something that I do on every of my productions, or try to do. When I do a really shitty song, then I kind of like don't do it, and it doesn't end up anywhere. And we did it here on Good Times. Oh, hit the time limit again here. And on this one, you will hear that almost nothing is in conflict. I say almost nothing because there's some elements that are in conflict, and I'm like about it still, So we have the vocals that are about here. And now the whole low end will come in. Watch it. That's a kick and a sub low end. Right? Bum 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 bum. And then we do the breaks with something that's not in the low end. Watch it. Wow, and da-da-dum-dum. So it was a percussive element and a mid-ranged wobble. Yeah, I love it. I love separation of frequencies, and this one is, it's my best placing track so far. But I have to, René Luengo produced most of it, to be fair. And I kind of told him what to do. But the low end is completely unhindered. Look how it's pumping. And then you have the vocals very high. And the wobble in the middle. And never much conflict. Other than the hats, bit of cymbals, bit of percussive elements that go left and right. And Parallax is saying he's gonna work more in Ableton. That's good. That's good. That's what you need to do. And then piano and voice. Piano is a bit lower, voice is up. Near, but not the same. And the voice sits so well in the higher end, but not completely up. And now the low end. And this is why this track got into the charts, because the low end slams, because there's nothing shitting on the low end. That's the point. Nothing is crapping on this low end. And the bass The bass drives the melody in the mid band. Dum 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 dum. And this is what I like. What can I say? You know, this about it. That my Adam Sub 10 shakes the house with that track. Yeah, that's what you want. You want to have a track. It depends. You know, this was, and it always was dedicated as a deep house track. People said it's going to be a deep house track. We want it to be a deep house track. Rene and I said we're going to make a deep house track. What we're going to have is a massive low end. And one of the discussions that I had with Rene was actually, he was saying, I can't get this low end to go. And what do I need to do to make this low end pump? And we just took some things out of there. Not much, just a little bit. And then I took it over for mastering. And because the low end was clear, it was very easy to actually excite compress the low end, making it shake and boom really well. And then when he heard the master for the first time, he's like, oh my God, how can you do that? When I do that, it sounds thin, and you do it, and it rocks the house, you know? And I was like, yeah. That was the magic. So this has probably been the weirdest collaboration between two people ever. Because I did the critiquing, the taking out, the structuring, the mastering, the telling what is wrong with the track, and he did the actual hands-on production. I cut the intro. So many things, you know. I think when I got the track it was a 6, and when I was done with it was a 8.5. And I actually didn't work on the track. I worked on the mixing and mastering, and I just gave feedback on how to change the track. And, you know, in all fairness. Because sometimes it's easier when two producers work together, that one guy kind of takes over the computer stuff, you know, so that not two people are clicking on the same studio project. And, you know, the second one just says, you know, you need to take out that hat. That frequency is extremely offensive. You need to, you know, introduce a bass here, and it should be this kind of melody or whatever. And it's kind of like, and I learned it's kind of like how Armin van Buuren and his brother produce. Because they essentially do the same thing. Everybody will have his track, and the other one will critique it and say, change this, change that. And then they release it under Armin van Buuren, of course, but it's mostly him and his brother, like, co-producing tracks, and going back and forth with them. And that is the best way that you can work with another producer. Not everybody clicking on the computer like a maniac, but pooling the creativity, and then one person is actually the person to use the mouse. Not I'm gonna click here, because that usually leads to chaos. Okay, second round. I'm still not done with the show. All right, good for everybody. Let's start the second round of Record Label Boss with your boy Avio on the mic on this weird Wednesday. Hello and everybody, we would like to thank you for joining us on Record Label Boss. Cheer, cheer, cheer. I always, man, every time I have a show, I'm thinking about the freaking cheer button, you know, where people go like applause, like, yeah. And I'm like, I need to do an applause button. And then every time I forget about it. Every single time. All right, next one. First one in the second round. And you're not gonna need to vote and give between 1 and 10 points is Natasha Divine. In My Head. And this one is Natasha Divine on Record Label Boss in the second round with your boy Avio on the microphone with that track called In My Head. If you like this track, go ahead and rate it anywhere from 1 point to 10 points. 1 is worst, 10 is best. That's how it is on Record Label Boss with LVO. And we got a 7 from Scotty. And mind you, these artists have together more than 1 million followers. But that shouldn't change your opinion. Seven from Gaetano. It's a very aggressive track. And thank you, Vinbit. Vinbit, my man. Vin 16-bit. Okay. Hey, there's a couple of drinks in the club song. That's right. All right, we're nearing the end of the track. If you want to give him some points, do it now. And that was it. I think it's going to be okay to invite these guys for a chit chat. Not entirely sure what's going to come of it, but cool track. Send us an email to at countzerorecords.com and we can have a chat. All the best and cheers. We liked. Yeah, I mean, it has his audience. It has its audience. Tracks like that have a very specific electronic audience. It's that. Okay, next one I'm really excited about, and I don't say that a lot. This is Bex from Australia, The Thing About Us.
Want you to pull me through, say the night I'll be your muse. The thing about us is we're going through so many things for somebody new. If it's about trust, then we got enough. But the thing about us, the thing about us, yeah, I know that you lie when you say you could.
Carly Rae Jepsen, yeah. That's what they wrote. You can't see it, but similar artists. Carly Rae Jepsen. Jepsen. And 9 points from Getano and 9 points from Scotty.
been through.
It's Kylie Minogue.
You too. The thing about us is we're going through so many things for somebody new. If it's about choice, then we got enough.
And I gotta break this. Here they did sonic separation. Her voice is above the bass that creates the melody. Listen, her voice is above the bass that makes the melody. It's sonically separated.
But the thing about us, the thing about us, yeah, I know that you
There's no elements in her vocal range.
love us. The thing about us,
She's above them.
I told you a lie.
Aussie pop from the 90s, yeah.
I was ready to love. The thing about us,
Yes, your mates, I agree.
the thing about us, there was never an us, there was only ever you and I. Innocent there, you deserve better. It's not a game, I just keep on playing with you. You need to know, it's not your fault. I let you go, I'm sorry, but the thing about us, yeah, I know that you lied when you said you could get under us. The thing about us is I told you a lie when I said that I was ready to love. The thing about us, the thing about us, there was never an us, there was only a
And there's definitely a professional producer behind this, you know, there's no way. Because that sounds very polished. I can pretty much not hear any mistakes. And whenever you have a pop producer or a Nashville producer, what they do is they add little sonic elements all over the track, and that's when you know you have a professional, because there will be a like a da da or a do do do. You know, these little bits that add variation, and that is the whole. In addition to the track being completely right, these bits, you know, that's somebody, you know, who does that for a living. 7.5 from Arbitrator, better than most what you get. Yeah, I think it's great for that genre. We'll be very interested to talk to her about it. Next one is Vasil and Ruby, and they're gonna have a video, and we're gonna look at that video. Video time. What is that? What is that? What, are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I'm starting to ignore all the noise coming from outside. Gonna prove my scope, but you want more. I'm not a chocolate on your tongue. Yeah, wide awake, hit your face with my cake. Bitter. Hypnotize, you wanna hypnotize. Don't want that living for free. Gonna hypnotize me. Wanna hypnotize me, that doesn't work with me. Who to take me for? Who to take me for? Wanna hypnotize me, that doesn't work with me. Who to take me for? Who to take me for?
That's such a weird chorus.
Stack, put my money in your bag, then you decided to change your ways. Hey, full stop.
8 out of 10 from Scotty.
You would drop. I'm a liquid flowing in my veins. Yeah, wide awake, hit your face with my cake. Bitter. Hypnotize, you wanna hypnotize. Don't want that living for free. Gonna hypnotize me. Wanna hypnotize me. That doesn't work
The video is not really a contender. That's right, your mates. Reminds Scotty of Bag Raiders. Yeah, they remind me of something as well, but I can't put my finger on it at the moment. Yeah, I think they're workable, stylish-wise. You know, this whole video, like I'm in the mall singing, that isn't working. But if you style them up, like Getano will do for our label, and then make a decent video, I think this will work really also well in Europe, because Eurovision, Europop, you know. Yep. And it's not labeled and not copyrighted. I mean, what can I say? Yes. Pretty good. Cool song our panel liked. Send us an email to, and it's been a good day today. What can I complain? CountZeroRecords.com and we will have a chat. All the best and cheers. It's a Billie Eilish idea, filming a video in a mall. Yeah. I would, for this song, I would definitely more play on the cuteness of the singers. I would, you know, put them in a more stylish environment. And especially with Hypnotize, maybe go with like a carnival feeling or something, you know. I don't know. But not, I'm sitting in a toy car in the mall. But anyway, last one is Cass Yonan with No Future. And of course, Cass Yonan is that artist from Ukraine. Let's check out his Instagram. He's got 3 followers. Poor guy. And on Mixcloud, he's got 6 followers. Not bad. It's a 7. Maybe a 6. It's not horrible. I'm gonna tell him, pull invite him. I can't put this out. But it's definitely... Hey, Cass. Join our talent pool on the website and stay in touch. We would like to hear more. All the best and cheers. I would say maybe a year. I don't know. Yeah, your mates. Look, the other, I have to say that today we had 2 songs that I would rate very highly, like 9 and 8.5 or 8.5 and 8.5 or something like that, which rarely happens. And compared to these songs, this last one kind of like stands out in a negative way. But it's still an artist that if he would like to develop his skill in electronic music, you could see it. But the other 2, I'm absolutely sure were professional productions. So they either paid a good producer to make that track, or they have a friend who is a really good producer, or they're really good producers themselves. Usually the first one paid a good producer. So the question is going to always be, how will they do once they have to make music for themselves? Because what a lot of guys do when they submit music to me is they put together all the money that they have and they buy the best producer that they can find and pay him like $5,000 to make a good song. But you can't keep doing that forever as an artist, because what you're submitting essentially is somebody else's expertise. If that happens, the sign becomes a lot more difficult, because then you find out that essentially the reason why the artist is so good is because they bought a very good producer, at which point the artist becomes almost worthless, because it wasn't them who did it. They paid somebody to do it. So that is always something you need to find out, how much of the song that you are going to okay for signing and the artist is actually that artist themselves, you know. If it's all, like in the case of Karma's Tea, which is Mike Desroches and Mistina, and they do everything, you know, because they can, then good, you know. And I've had a lot of mostly younger girls where the parents pay a professional producer because it's the dream of the daughter to become the next Britney Spears, you know. So they go to a guy and they pay him like 10 grand for the producer and 20 grand for the video. And you're listening to it and you're like, wow, this is really well made. And then you find out that this family just put like 30 grand down for their daughter's dream. And what the daughter can do is sing badly and dance a little bit. So if you sign her and her parents, you're gonna be in a shit ton of problems, because they're not gonna be able to reproduce their songs, and then they usually end up hustling you for money so they can put more money on the producers and the videographers so that their daughter can have the next song, you know. And those are artists I'm trying to stay away from, as you can perceivably conclude. Alright guys, thank you so much for staying with me today. It's 10 o'clock, 2-hour stream. That was short, that was sweet, but I have to say that I was very happy with some very good submissions that we had today. We saw some young artists, we saw some very well made music. It was an interesting Weird Wednesday, which it always is. So always watch the show on Wednesday. Record Label Boss, your favorite A&R show, is on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 2000 Central European Time. That is the time if you're in Austria or Germany. So if you're in Europe, in the middle of Europe, it's 2000. If you're in Great Britain, it's 1900. And if you're like closer to Greece, it's like 2100. Thank you so much for being with me. Please join me again on Friday at 8 o'clock Central European Time for the next Record Label Boss. Friday is always a huge one. We have a very large amount of submissions on Friday, and there's always interesting artists right before the weekend. And if you want to check out our webpage, that's countzerorecords.com, where you can see all the artists and how they fare after they get signed and they become charting artists. So go there and check out people like Matt Reed that we signed through this process. And Matt, of course, now has a charting album in Ireland. Wonderful, wonderful album. Rise Above Matt Reed. Just one of the artists that we signed through this process. Thank you so much for being with me. My name is Avio, and you're watching Record Label Boss, the A&R Show. And I'll see you again on Friday. Thanks so much, and I love you all. Thanks so much, guys. You're the best. Goodbye.